this time more, it's a bunch of like what you have been describing to me. It's even had, like to get me in a different, even for me to like change my routines. It's a lot of good stuff. How to fill your cup to, it is the spirit. So it's not a preacher. It's not a, a Mel Robbins, a book, but I've listened to it once, but I do think, I'm like, damn, I'm like, man, she might like this. I mean, it's more, it makes sense. A lot of it makes sense to what, I try to do, but I mean, that's the point I want to get on. And that's why, I was even like, I thought of, like with doing the candles or whatever, it's, it was exciting to, I don't know, do it, but I just want to be in the right direction of the shadow work. I mean, if that's what I should be, I could start writing, but the best thing for me is I'm trying to relax, and that's why I start thinking of it. Now, if I get up and start writing stuff down, I'm not going to fall back to sleep, I'm not going to, I use it to sort of go to sleep, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But maybe I can try to just do it one part of the day. And like I said, they have their things, and I find somewhere I didn't do it in my truck for just listening for the stuff. So I really am trying to do it. So I don't know if that's, I guess I need to ask, is that the effect I'm supposed to feel? I'm supposed to feel the hurt of what it felt like back then? Okay, so my question to you is, why the hell do I want to feel a hurt that I don't think about it anymore?
Because after...
That's what I don't understand.
Because you're releasing... Okay, so think of it as a rubber band. We are rubber bands with all the tension in our bodies. The pain, the anger, the hurt, the depression, everything. When we suppress those emotions, they're stored in our body. They're stored somewhere, and that causes a lot of pain, and it causes a lot of mental blockages. So getting rid of that and working through the pain, when you start feeling the pain, this might sound silly, but it's fucking true. You have to turn around and tell your inner child, I'm sorry for the pain that you're feeling. You're never going to feel that again. And give yourself, you can physically give yourself a hug or whatnot, but it's your inner child that's felt neglected. It's your inner child that was broken and has led you to here. So when you start feeling that pain, you tell yourself, you're not neglected anymore. You're not abandoned anymore, because you have yourself, and you have yourself wholly, that you're not going to allow yourself to lack the energy and the love that you deserve, because you are giving it yourself. But you have to turn around and tell your inner child, I feel the pain. I'm sorry you're neglected, but we're never going through that again.
Okay.
And that
so I think I'm sort of on the right direction.
You are. Yeah, because okay. That's healing your shadow work. That's doing shadow work and healing your inner child at the same time. You have to do both. And when you release those layers, it will. And the inner child of yourself has to get healed. I had to turn around and heal myself from the 8-year-old self that sat on my floor for 12 hours, knowing that no one was going to come check on me, that if I killed myself that day, that nobody would have fucking give a shit. I was 8 years old. And that was the moment that I knew that I was alone in this life. That I knew that I had nobody to depend on. So we all go through it. But I had to tell myself, recently, that I was safe at 8 years old, that I'm never going to be neglected because I have myself. I don't need my parents. I don't need anybody to prove that I am cared for when I care for myself, and I can hold myself in anything that I want to do. And I'm autonomous, and I can go do whatever the fuck I want to do without needing approval from anybody. And when I told myself, yeah, I felt hella bad. I felt like my parents didn't give a shit about me that day. But what's changed now? I mean, my mom does, but my mom was in jail at that time, so I didn't feel like she didn't give a shit about me. I just knew that she was in jail, and I felt, that neglect there. But we worked through that, because that wasn't her purposefully keeping me on the floor. It was my dad, my stepmom, and the rest of my family. So what are they doing? They're still doing that shit. Fucking 30 years later. But I don't care, because I have myself, and then I have Jeremy, and then I create the family that I need the support from around me versus my, people who are supposed to love me. I have the people who choose to love me rather than the people who are forced to love me because they're my parents or my family who choose not to love me. And that's when you have to accept it. That's why you're going through that pain, because you have to accept the people who aren't really going to be there for you because they're forced to do it rather than the people who are actually showing up for you. Worry about those people because that's your soul tribe. But that's part of how you heal everything. You work through that with your inner child, but then you see where it affects you in your adult life, and then you become stronger that way. So that's where you work through all of that. And the end goal is to become stronger in your adult life, to trust yourself and only yourself, but build the people around you that you need.
Yeah. I gotcha. This is really not that, unfortunately, there's not really many people. That's the sort of sucks part of it, but...
It doesn't matter. The amount of people versus the people that actually show up for you, it's not the quantity, it's the quality.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly.
I have two best friends. I posted them on Facebook just a couple of days ago. Those are the only two friends I've had friends for 30 plus years. Do you think they've been around for the last couple of years? These women that I posted on my Facebook are the only two that have really been there, at least for the last 10, 15 years. I only said the last 5 years because that's been the most trying times with my ex-husband and all of that shit. But two people, and then Jeremy, and a couple other handful of people that are on the internet that would show up, but I don't know if they would really show up because they are new to my life. But two people in my life that would fucking show up for me. That's it. And they still can't even do anything they can because one's in Florida and one can't drive all the way out here. So,
Yeah. Very true.
But you have to depend on yourself.
Yeah. I'm just I was writing things down. Talked about that.
Yeah.
The sabotage thing. I do sometimes. I do try to, like you said, I try to go a different direction. With a lot of things. So.
I want you to believe more in yourself. Believe more in yourself and what your manifestations are.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm sure I could do that too. So it's I guess I'm trying to do more one thing more than try to keep doing all kinds of things because as you mentioned and last time we talked, and it's like, yeah, I mean a lot of it made sense that to what I was this or what I was that, and try to do a little of everything. I mean it's we'll see. I really think I could get my ass back in the gym. I got to eat better. I mean, I have no energy. I am always tired as hell. And I'm sure that has a lot to do with it too. So, and that whatever person I was listening to was the same type of stuff, and it makes sense. I like the sugar, I like the donuts, this and that, but at the end you just, so, yep. So I gotta, definitely do shit like that too. So I am aware of it. I just have to make it happen.
Mm-hmm. Self-discipline. It's difficult. It's
Yeah, exactly. It is. It really is. I mean, think about it, but it freaking is. It is hard. I get my ass to the store and get something out, but I'm like, I just drink more water and this and that. So I'm aware of it. I'm just like I said, I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get on that shit somehow, some way. But since I'm talking about that even before, so like as far as what is the concept or whatever of the candles? You said that you have to believe. I mean, usually what kind of things can be, I know you said I gotta believe in it, which is fine. What kind of things can I put into that? You know what I mean? Like
anything. It really, I mean, if you want your career, if you want yourself to work on your shadow work, I can help you with that. It really just depends on what your intentions are. The only thing I don't do like love spells for somebody else. I do self-love spells, but if you want to do like a love spell for Anita, I would do a self-love for her, but not stuff like that. But I can do anything of your intention. If you want more money to come in, if you want more balance, I can do anything. I can do a whole chakra alignment one. It really just depends.
I mean, just because I was thinking about things I would like to, I don't know if it would be one of those, one of the, and I don't want to manifest it in a bad way, but, and it has to do with Anita, things that would be, like the last time we talked, like Texas, she was, I don't know, I gave her the information that she could watch my daughter play. And then whatever happened, and all of a sudden she disappeared. And then she asked me a question and answered and said something, and I just, like, no, I didn't, and didn't hear it. She didn't even open it for like 4 days after that.
So you want a better communication. You want a better communication. Open road, well, like an open communication, better communication.
I guess. Well, when we talk about her, we haven't even talked about her yet. I guess, and I don't want to. I guess I don't. I turn myself from getting frustrated because I used to always. Is that it's just, it seems like it gets better than it gets worse, and without me even doing anything. You know what I mean? I'm not. I didn't.
Because that's her own energy. Sometimes she's gonna get worse before she gets better.
Right, and that's why I'm not trying to take it like, I don't know how to say it. I'm not trying to take it like personally. I just, I don't know. I don't know what to think. It's just, of course I want to see improvement. I want to see this and that, but then I'm better with the point of saying, you know what, it's just, she's got to be better. Now, we talked about, I guess, you mentioned before it might not be to sit down and eat this or that. That was her way of having, she was comfortable, come over here. That was sort of her way, okay. And I'm not saying that's wrong, and that's great and all, but I am a person that, and I had that problem with her, is do what you say you're going to do. Just be a man of your word. If you say you're going to do it, don't say it. You know what I mean? Don't tell me that you've wanted to, take me out to talk and this and that. Just using this example. And that's, literally, it's coming up on literally 2 years since I've, even seen her. But that's fine. But then even tell it to my own mother, saying that, yeah, I'll see you, I'm looking forward to the end of the day, whatever. And so for her to want me to go to her mom's, if that's her, I didn't really look at it that way at first, like that's her invitation. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing because anything's better than nothing. But, I just would like to have, of course I want to see her, if that's the way I can see her mom, fine. But there needs to be a conversation. But
I'm going to stop you. Hold on. Before I lose this thought real quick, did you ever think that maybe she wanted to have somebody that would be there as like a breakuper, like if there was an argument or something, like a buffer? Did you ever think that maybe she was a buffer?
I don't think,
because she felt, you never fucking know exactly what she's feeling, because she could feel uncomfortable enough to actually ask you, but she felt like it would be a good excuse, a good way to give an opportunity because you're comfortable around her mom. It could have been a buffer, and it could have just been a cop-out to keep it from being in the public or anything like that, because it was in a private setting with somebody that you were comfortable with. You have to take yourself out of that perspective of feeling like she was trying to, not go and say what she was saying. She may have just needed to change it, because I'm going to tell you this right now. First and foremost, did you just not say you need to have more self-discipline to go to the grocery store? It's the same fucking thing. Same fucking concept, just different situation. So if you're not going to step up and do the things that you need to do for yourself and the self-discipline, you think she's going to fucking do it? Trust me, I'm going through an issue with my relationship with our communication right now. It's not getting any better. It's actually fucking digressing. So if you expect one person to do something, they are their own person. I can't do anything for Jeremy. I live with him. I physically talk to him. I try to tell him and teach him. He is not doing the work. we can't do anything for anybody and we can't have expectations for anything. I
Right.
know you're frustrated because you want Anita to be doing this and doing all of that, but just because she digresses doesn't mean she's not healing. It just means she's going through pain that she doesn't know that she's going through. Like, you know, you go through pain when you're going through all of that.
All right, I gotta stop because I should have let you go so far. Just because that was my first example. That's why, but I understand. But yeah, that is one thing. But this is the one that I do, and I don't know if it'd be in the candle or whatever. But she sounded excited about watching Brianna doing this and that, and I definitely don't want to put it out there. I keep literally trying to think to myself, okay, be giveaway for I watched it, this or that, but it would be. I don't know if I should use the word devastating to me, but if the end of the season comes and she doesn't watch her at all play after she told me multiple times she would love to, that would be a really big fucking problem for me. Because that is just a flat out, it's...
So you think that she only told you that just to appease you? Is that what
no,
it would be?
I think that's what I don't want. I wanted her to do it because that's what she wanted to do, and she actually wanted to, do it. So therefore, do it.
Well, I know, but I'm asking to make sure that that's not.
That's what I don't want. I don't want it to be just because. That's what I don't want. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you don't tell me you're gonna do it, you know what I mean? Because it's my kid. It's like it would be. And like her text is like, I would love to. It wasn't like okay. It was like I would love to. I can't wait. Thanks for sending this. That's what I'm saying. But now I don't want to put out there, so I try to put out there that maybe she has. Like, and I was thinking about the candle. Maybe she will.
Yeah.
I just know. I mean, she's gonna be this different person, right?
Yes.
And that now that's what I'm saying. But that is what's important to me. Doing what you're gonna say you're gonna do is important for me because it's just, you know what I mean. That part of her. That's like I said. I have to say it's gone, right? It's gone. So it needs to be gone, so so I don't know if a candle helps with that or whatever. I guess I had to bring it up. Maybe she did. I don't want to manifest in this. I don't want to freak myself out. I just know that it would just be really hurtful knowing that, that was last time I've actually reached out to. I said, and they beat a team they haven't beaten. She was a stud. And she did good, and that's when I reached out the next day. I said, and I was nice. I said, I hope everything's going great. I'm not sure if you had a chance to watch. I said, Brianna, this and that. It was great. And that's when it would be. I hope you had a chance to see it. Basically, I said just basically saying nice things. And that's when she didn't. She didn't open that up for 4 days, but didn't comment, which is okay. I didn't freak out. I'm good. I just. I know she's busy. I know she's got her head on a lot of things, but I don't know. I don't think I'm asking for too much for her. I mean, because my kids are important to me too. I mean, it's to say, and then to say I don't have, why I don't have, because I mean, it's like, they play 30 games. It's not like, you only have 2 chances and you're done. But I don't know if that's something even a candle could work on or. I mean, honestly, to stuff, something like that. I mean,
yes, I can do one. I can do.
I want something. I want something to believe in. You tell me I need to believe in it. I'm going to believe in it. I guess I want something to believe in. For me to, I wouldn't want a love spot. I don't want somebody to love me because.
No, I know. I just some people know that.
You know what I mean? It's like, nah, not really. What the hell did they get up trying to see her all second. I'm like, no, there's the Packers has been going on playing the sorry-ass team, and they're only a few points down. But those are, as far as I didn't know what kind of stuff I don't need. I would love to say to find my direction, whatever. I mentioned that to you before, and I mentioned a lot of people. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that really means. I know there's something out there for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't, So would we also consider balance? Would that be something? Balance or to work on my maybe to work on my self-love type stuff, you know.
Yeah, I could do a whole kind of working for you. It would
Yeah,
be,
I don't know what, I mean, yeah, for her communication would be, I mean, it would be great. I don't.
it would be a road opener for her, and then you would be a separate one. You would be I would do a whole working for you.
Mhm. Just someone to help her. I mean, I like I said, I try to put, I really do. I try to put more positive out there. But a lot of times I won't bring negative stuff out there. If I do, I bring anything. I'll bring something positive. I do think about it at nighttime. Because a lot of times, like I said, I try to go back. I don't, it's sort of weird. I'm trying to balance where I'm not really, like living on the edge. I mean, it would be nice. I do realize that's why it's not that I'm not ungrateful. It would be just nice because my other big fear, not fear. I mean, it's
call it what you're gonna call it. Work through it.
no. If I don't want to get that phone call the first time she calls me, and right away I'm gonna know why. Mm-hmm. Your mom died. Mm-hmm. I don't want that to be the first time for us talking. Okay. You know what I mean? From hearing that. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I would love to be there, and I don't know. The feeling is going to just suck in.
Those are one of my best workings that I have is the communication one. So I can do one for communication for the two of you. So, a road opener communication, I can do that for you and her. Yeah. Work on that, and then if you wanted a separate one, it would be $20 each. So it'd be $40. But if you wanted a separate one, then for you, I would do more of like. Balancing your practicality, spirituality, but also finding your purpose, like finding where, your path, what where you're destined. There you go. Like your destiny, kind of like where you're destined, like what path, like,
yeah.
Right.
No, that makes sense. Yeah. That's what I sort of yes, destiny and my path. Yeah. I mean, that would be probably really, I mean, of course, I'd like to, but a lot of that stuff in your path, I mean, it has stuck to me because, I mean, we all could have more money. I'd rather...
But that's the thing.
I'd rather have everything else will lead to... You can always make money. And you said that, you can always make... I mean,
if you're
I don't
doing...
want to be poor, but I'd rather be happy and have my life more meaningful than be a millionaire. So
and if you're serving your purpose, you're already rich. If you're doing what you're actually meant to do, you're going to get your abundance because you're serving, right. You're doing your service. And if you're servicing your purpose from the higher good, then they're going to reward you because you're doing your service. So it's energy exchange from the universe because you're servicing your people. Because I haven't been servicing my people because I've been so stuck on this 3D bullshit, I haven't been getting my abundance. I've been getting enough to keep me by. Like they've been keeping me enough to where I can eat and get my, pay for what I need to pay for, but I'm not over my abundance to be able to feel like I'm rich or I'm just stable. But once I start servicing my purpose, then I already know I'm going to be rich because they're going to, give me what I deserve because then I'm doing my job in service of the collective to help raise consciousness for the fucking world. But when I do this candle and then you start having like your aha moments and you serve your purpose, exactly, you already know the answer to that. You already know that when you are servicing your purpose, you're going to be rich and money isn't a problem right now for you. And that is already the beginning of it. So once we work on that, you really won't have to fucking worry. That's why I said like it's going to get worse right now, but that's because you're going to be digging all of your shit up.
Fix my fucking grass somehow. That'd be great. That's the kind of stuff that stresses me out the most. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Positive energy. I promise you, if you go out and go stand on your grass and you talk to your grass and you be kind to your grass, just walking around barefoot and talk to your grass and tell them you're sorry for the negative energy that's been around and that you promise that you will start being more positive and that you'll start changing the vibration, your grass will come back. Your grass is responding to you.
Yeah. Okay. I talked to my car, so.
Well, yeah, your car is a spirit. Your car is definitely a fucking spirit. Everything's a spirit.
I get it from the movie I've seen, but I talked to my car and just tell him, hey,
yeah,
I got a new frame for you, and we're gonna make you, we're gonna make you faster, and
That's
you know,
no, it's good. I mean, I talk to my truck all the
I might
time.
do this and that, but basically, but I do that. So okay.
Everything's a spirit. But talk to your grass, walk on your grass, tell your grass, lay on your grass, do whatever. Hug your grass, you know.
I do, yeah. So I can do that. So, definitely. Okay. Well, I don't know. I think that's pretty. I mean, do you have time hopefully for Miss Anita here?
Yeah, let's see. A couple minutes.
Let's see how. I know she's been. Yeah. Well, I don't know that one. Yeah.
She's been overthinking, but she's been working. She was overthinking because of everything or whatever, but like it actually has been teaching her a lesson, and she's been standing more in her power and like really figuring this out. She's really thinking about you, but she feels that like you're avoiding her, and I knew that was kind of going to happen a little bit, but it's okay. It's not a bad thing. It just means that this is going to be a transition into smoother waters, but it is kind of messing with her emotions a little bit, but it's creating strength for her, because then it's kind of like, it's kind of doing what it needs to be doing. I know it's a negative effect, but it has the way of sometimes when you realize that you do miss somebody, you actually want to come further into this person. But she is going to be into this tower moment for a little bit because she does feel like you're avoiding her for some reason. Like, you know, she's used to having your energy around, but it's going to lead to success. It's actually going to lead to a breakthrough and balance in this lesson. But she's starting to you know how you're always like, you know, she should be missing what she has. She should realize what she's kind of in that energy. So just, you know, don't get too cocky with that. But know that I told you.
She should, I'm not
cocky. I told
you
it was going to come around.
Does, but,
I mean, I told you it was going to come around, but she's definitely seeing, you know, options and stuff, and she's very heavily thinking about you. So, she wants the collaboration again. So you have to just keep doing what you're doing and focusing on yourself. Don't allow this energy to like kind of bring you back into it, because she is wondering why you're avoiding, but this lesson is teaching her really good energy.
And I don't know why she'd think that though. Like I said, last time I reached out to her, she didn't even look. She didn't even look at it for 4 days. So how can she?
Because she's used to you even after that still messaging her, because you're always messaging her, even if you go around. You were for a little bit. I use it as a way to try to get
I'm trying to do it as like if all she would have to do is watch a match, and the next morning be like, oh, it was fun watching.
Are you letting her know when the dates are? Did you let her know when the next couple of dates are?
I gave her the whole website, how to use it. It's all on there. You can look at her stats. You can see it's technology. I mean, you go to their site and you can go under all the athletics. It'll show you every day. It'll show you. I explain how to do it all. It's even my dad figured it out for God's. Yeah, it's not that hard.
But on the next game, I mean, what would be a problem on the next game? Be like, hey, my daughter's playing tomorrow. Just a heads up. Like, go look at the game. Like, she doesn't have to, you know, you don't have to respond back or nothing. Just kind of like do a little bit of a test. If you want to know if she's going to be doing it or going to be watching at least, kind of give her that heads up. You never know that she could be busy with her mom. She might not have an opportunity to open up links. Like, I get sent links all the time from people, and I'm just like, I'll look at that fucking later. And then like 5 days goes by, and I'm like, shit, I gotta look at it. And then still like another week goes by, and I haven't even opened it. Like, I understand, but my life is a lot busier. I don't know her life.
Yeah, but for the person that, you know, has been
I know.
around for
I'm not
but I'm not freaking out, but that's where like saying, but I got your idea, that might be something.
But a reminder, but a reminder and a little olive branch of like a finger. It's like, hey, just a reminder. And if she doesn't, then you know that she's choosing not to. If she chooses not to, you know, take your reminders, then that could be a problem. But I'm not saying that's going to be an issue, but I'm just throwing that out there. It could be a scenario, and that's your proof, because you want to know proof. I'm just giving you a way to know proof.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, I hear what you're saying, but I guess what it comes down to is, I don't know who says it. You might have said it's, be prepared to get the answer you don't want to hear.
Yes.
And that's what I don't know if I want to, you know, I mean, I don't know. But does that mean, are you less spirit? I mean, how are like things. I mean, because I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming she's with her mom now. I don't, because if I reach out and talk to her mom, or like we text, I don't. You know what I mean? I don't mention Anita. Her kids don't say nothing because they're their own.
Her mom's there.
So
her mom's there. I got the Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Queen of Cups.
Okay.
They're together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm just wondering. Yeah, I wonder if they will be. Because I know you said that about that. I was like, oh man, but you're like, well, maybe this is what you wanted. They got to talk together. Maybe they will talk about you. I don't know. I'm not going to say yes or no, but I do know that Anita's mom is not. She doesn't really ask questions. Like it's sort of weird. Like I asked, like when she was leaving, like because her daughter is moving. I said, well, her name's Tanya. Where's Tanya moving to? She's like, I don't know. To me, that's sort of weird. It's like, what do you mean, I don't know?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I see she moving back to. I see, she moving this way. I don't know. I don't know. She just doesn't. She's like, if people want to tell me, they'll tell me. If not, to me, it's weird. It's not weird, but it's like, it's your kid. Why would you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's basically saying she has to move out of her life. You don't want to know why, So I don't know. I mean, would I love to say, hey? I don't think she would. I think if there was going to be a conversation with us, it would have to be Anita.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be, her mom saying, hey, I mean, I shouldn't say. Maybe there is. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm just curious how. But I didn't look at it that way. I mean, it would be. You're right. So, I mean, somebody to actually talk to her without having to listen, and maybe now she can take more of the time to work on herself than what she should have been doing before.
It's going to be a different energy, different relationship for them. I see that it's going to be working, and it's going to bring justice.
I'm sure it's not easy. So it's not an easy thing, and I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, that's the only time I was like, I want to hear from her, but that's not what
Yeah.
That would.
We'll
see what happens.
It'll be different. Nope.
I did think about because there's a lot of documents she wanted like shredded or burned or whatever, and I've been burning stuff for her, because she one of those think her identity is going to get stolen or whatever. I'm like, okay, and so maybe I'll reach out and say, hey, if you got stuff that needs to be burned,
There you go.
Maybe that was, I don't know, but the crazy thing is for me to go there. Let's say I'm going there and Anita's there, and to see Anita for the first time. Crazy thing is, I would be very nervous. I don't know how I would react.
I know.
Because I don't know what to expect. Even seeing her, I don't know what to expect. But at least, I don't know. It's weird. It's I don't know. I don't know. But maybe I guess what I'm trying to say is maybe I need to be more open-minded about if it's going to be.
Remember, if it happens in spirit, let it.
I don't want to be stubborn and lose up. I mean, it's not even it's just
It wasn't in your control.
More for the mom, not for her.
No, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
So, okay. But, so what do we, I just got to send $40 too for candles?
Yep, and I will do them.
We got a game plan for that?
Yeah, and I'm going to get it all written down. I do research. I get all the stuff that I need, and then I'll take care of it as soon as I get up there. I'll light the candles.
Is there a thing I can stop my dog from barking at stupidity outside?
If I could, I would stop mine too.
That's the other thing. I'm like, she better be able to, I know. I'm like, how is she going to,
Yeah, she'll be alright.
I gotta be positive. Gotta be positive.
Yep,
so,
stay positive.
I'll send you.
Okay.
I'll send you something. Hopefully at a weekend.
Yeah. I'll be in touch.
I'm gonna go do my walking on my grass with my dog.
There you go. I love it.
Keep it going. So, all right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'll send some. And last thing for like burning like candles or whatever thing we'll talk about next time. What is lavender? Is the one you always wanted for sleeping?
Yes, lavender. Yes.
Yeah. I thought. I just couldn't remember.
Yep.
Anything to help me sleep. So.
Yeah,
okay.
It'll help you.
Sounds great. Great. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you later.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.